is the Christmas color. So all through this time, it's just red, 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 red. We'll be putting on. Hi, who is trying to connect? Let's see, let's see. Hello, you guys are welcome. Thanks for joining. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Okay, Ndukai wants to join me. You are welcome. You are welcome. Okay, you don't want to join. Okay. I tried to accept it. I think I've already done that. You are welcome. You guys 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 are welcome. Good evening, Mammies. Good evening. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's so good to see you guys. It's so good to see you guys. When I see you guys, Negi Sibi, you're welcome. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for coming. I feel good when I see people that keep to time. Yeah. When I see people that respect time, it's it's everything to me. Thank you, Ajim Se Bon Mata. I'm trying to. Okay. Purity, you're welcome. I feel you. You guys are welcome. You guys are amazing. It's all right. Let's see. Let's just try to see if some people are going to join us again. Hi, Marty. Marty's here. I'm trying to. No, let's not do that again, Marty. Please. You guys are amazing. I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm so happy to see you guys. So happy. I'm so happy. So happy. So happy to see you guys. You guys are welcome. My beautiful Vasti. I see you. You guys are amazing. Yay. Keep sharing. Let everybody come. Hello. Marty, so good to see you. Oh, thank you. You know, I slept about 1 hour. I was up till 5 a.m. today, and I slept for just 1 hour. So you can see the tiredness on me, but I'm good. I'm a night person. So good to see you guys. You guys are amazing. Keep sharing. We don't need to waste time today. We can start something. I have some amazing topic. Though we have a guest speaker that's supposed to come on, but then I want to talk about something. Hello, Vasti, you're welcome. I can see your head. Love you. Oh, thank you so much. But you guys can see the tiredness on me, but it's all good. I'm in the mood. When I see you guys like this, I'm so happy. Just keep sharing and let's invite some more people. Mahmoud Hosseini, I appreciate your presence. Mati, Vasti, you guys are amazing. Just keep sharing. Let's bring some people. Hi, Mata. Yeah, you're looking amazing too. Thank you so much. Now, while waiting for the guest speaker that is supposed to come on, I have some amazing, very pressing and topic that I would like to discuss with you, my guest. And you know what? Anybody who wants to connect live or who wants to say something can always join in and chip in something. I want to talk about, before our speaker comes in, I want to talk about the major challenges we have with interracial marriages. Yes, I want to talk about the challenges we are facing with interracial marriages, you know. So if there's anybody who has any idea, you can always write something and let's talk about it. What do you guys think is the challenges that can be the challenges of interracial marriages? You know, with different cultures. Hi, Chiamaka. I know the network is bad, I know, but just hang in there. Just for me to see you hanging in there, you cross my heart. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see you. So it doesn't matter. Let it keep going and coming. Just be there. Just be there, okay? So we are talking about, as far as you guys are getting me, I have this wonderful point, so interesting, that I would like to talk about before our speaker comes in. It's the major challenges that we have with interracial marriages. Can anybody tell me something, guess something, and tell me that you think can be the problem of, maybe let's say a black lady gets married to a white guy, a Caucasian guy? What can be the problem? What can be the problem? You can write down and tell me, what are the challenges? What are the challenges that they can face? Do you have any idea? Anybody that has any idea, please just put it up. Put it up, put it up, put it up. Maybe you have not gone through the experience, because as I say, this is Bold and Beautiful Worldwide Talk Show. I welcome you guys once more. Yeah, this is a show where we talk about experiences, different experiences in life. Everybody has their experiences. And I want you guys to know, you that are connected here right now, I want you guys to know that you can always call also on the program. If you have anything to chip in, you can always chip in. This program is for everybody, you know. Nobody is excluded. If you have something you want to talk about, you can always connect and we talk about it. It's about life experiences. And I believe that life experience is the best teacher. So sometimes we can be going through some stuff and we think we are there alone, but just listening to other people's experiences, we realize that we are not alone. So that's a good thing, you know. That's a very good thing, that we know that we are not alone in whatever situation that we are going to, or whatever struggle, whatever career. Can anybody add anything? What can be the challenges of interracial marriages? Thank you for the love, Mata. Thank you so much. Okay. If nobody has anything to say, but maybe when I give out my points, you guys can put in something. Oh yeah, my sister Vasti just said it should be cultural barrier. Yes, that's one of the greatest. That's one of the greatest problem that we have with interracial, the challenges that we have with interracial marriages. You know, two people can fall in love from different countries, Caucasian, the white, the Asian, whatever, Indian, red, blue, whatever it is. You know, love, as we say, love is blind. Love has no barrier. We can meet people and we fall in love, and the love can just blind us in a way that we don't even have time to settle this stuff. We don't have time to look at this stuff. That is the main things that will make this marriage to work. We forget, we are so carried about this love, and that's it. Lack of respect. That's it. Lack of respect is one big aspect too. And with the lack of respect, you know, it's both ways. The guy should respect the lady, and the lady should respect the guy. You see, but sometimes, you know, when black talk about respect, we have a different way that we call respect. And with the Caucasian guy or the Caucasian lady, they have what they call respect. Like, as I know from the continent that I come from, just a little example that I will give you guys. You know, when you're looking at somebody directly, like an elderly person in the eye when the person is talking, it used to be like you lack respect, that you don't respect that person, you know. But then with the white people, when a white person is talking to you, it doesn't matter how small or how big, he wants you to look directly in the eyes. wants you to look directly. Even if you are going for any job interview or you're dealing with any white guy, this is, I mean, for them, when you try to look away while talking to them, when you try to do, I mean, bow your head like how we do to respect people. When we talk of respect, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's age. You can respect somebody you love, you can respect your children, you can respect your friends, you can respect your lover, you can respect your husband. You see, we all have different uh, uh, I mean, things that we look at that is respect. The white man has something else that they call respect. And this is one of the main problems that they have, because the way we are brought up, the black people, we know that when our elder people are talking and you look at them directly in the eyes, it's like you're lacking respect. You don't respect that person. They will like, look at the way I'm talking to you and you're just opening your eyes and look at me. But in the modern world, with the white people, they want you to look at them in the eyes. That is to say, yeah, that is respect. But when you look off while talking to them or you try to look around, it's lack of respect for them, you see. So respect is reciprocal. It doesn't matter who, it doesn't matter how small or how big. We need respect. It's one of the aspects. And these cultural barriers is a whole big lot. You as a lady or a guy, you know the European rules, how they live their life, what they call respect, the things they do with their family. And you coming from the other continent, we also have our different cultural rules, you know. Good evening, my love. Good evening. You're welcome. You are welcome, Jacinta. So welcome. Yeah, so we have different kind of things that we call respect. So I got some points down. That's, you know, I'm talking about this topic today is because it's my own experience. I've been there. I've been there, and I went through all these things that I'm going to name. Happy weekend, love. Happy weekend. I will, I mean, I went through it all, and I bet you something that I thought was a wonderful relationship, marriage, it just like, pooh, and we became monsters to each other, and we couldn't find back the love, and we have to go our various ways. But it's a little bit easy when you don't have this a culture barrier, because sometimes you understand a whole lot. But of course, since love has no barriers, love has no barriers. Vasky, can you please help Nikki? She's, I think she's trying to send message on for me on WhatsApp, but I can't get it now because I'm discussing something. So can you please get to her? Yeah, that's our guest speaker. Yeah, so I'm talking from my own experience because this program or this talk show is all about experiences. And before I realized, it was already late, you know. It was already late. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't just help it. And my ex too, he couldn't help it. Before we realized ourselves, we already gone different ways because of the cultural barriers, and we didn't even try to respect. All of us was like trying to focus on, I am this and you are that. You have to follow it. But the way that we're supposed to put it out and put it out there for each other because of the love, everybody wants to be the champion, you know, everybody wants to dictate. So one of the problems that I had in my relationship was we had different expectations because of our cultural differences. We had different expectations. The white man has a different expectations in our relationship, that he wants that we'll be going on vacation, we'll be going out to eat. He knows that he doesn't have to take care of my family because he doesn't take care of his family. But I know I have to take care of my family. I know I have to take care of my cousins. I know I have to do this and da, you know. So finally, these things we couldn't meet up. We couldn't just meet up. It was like two dictators in the house, because I was like, no, you are trying to control me. This is not a slave trade. you know. And he was like, oh, this is not about slave trade. I got married to you. In slave trade, do they marry? They don't marry, you know. So it was just too much. The cultural expectation was too much. So it became a time that I believe in openness, because relationships should be open, should be open. It became a time that I had to I don't have to communicate with my partner. I had to hide and do stuff because I wanted to meet up with my family, because that's my culture. That's how I grew up. I grew up that it's not only my parents that took care of me. I have cousins, I have aunties that were part of my life. And I owe that back to the family. But it's difficult for my spouse to understand that, because I remember there was a time that what was this problem? I think he borrowed this. His mom had a problem with her card, and she was like, "Send me some money," and he had to give his mom the money that she asked for. And you can imagine the next day that the mom was supposed to send the money, and he was like, hey, let me check my account. Maybe my mom has not sent him. I said, but why are you so worried? Do you have to take the money you give to your mom back? He said, this is borrow. She has her money. I said, come on, this is not normal. We give money to our parents. We don't ask back. We give. We take care of them. He said, please, ma'am, this is not the way we have it over here. Okay? Whatever thing. Hi, Jay Screen. You're welcome. I receive your love. So he said, whatever thing we're doing here, whatever thing we give to our parents, it's borrow. When we say it's borrow, when they say it's borrow, when we buy them gift for Christmas, for birthdays, that's different. But when they borrow, it's borrow. That's just it. There's nothing you can do about it. So because we both are raised in a different environment, I'm fine, and I hope you're doing good. Yeah. Because we both are raised in different environment, we had different beliefs. So it was just so difficult to meet up. And you know, there are so many things that when I see today, I cry. When I see the mistake that a whole lot of people are doing out there with this same interracial marriages, it breaks my heart, because I had one of the best relationships ever. But I couldn't see it until I lost it. And he couldn't see it until he lost it. So, but the end game was that the end game now is that we became the best friend ever. I'm like his sister, and it's like my brother. Yeah. So, but we don't have anything in common, because we realized whatever mistake we did very, very late. And this was somebody I knew I loved, and he does, because he still fights for me today. He fights and he protects me today. So what else can you do when you love for somebody that you love? You protect them. You're always there for them, you see. So another aspect, another challenges that I had in my marriage was the society. It was difficult because sometimes I remember there was a time that I went to a restaurant with my husband, yeah, my ex. So that was then I just came into Sweden. So when we went to the restaurant, and it was a crowded restaurant on a summer day, and the service came, and it was a very classy restaurant, and he greeted my ex, but this service didn't even bother to greet me. That was already a challenge to me. He didn't even bother to greet me, and he took the order of my ex, but he didn't bother to take my order. So I was just watching. So when he left, I told my ex that he wasn't even looking at my side. I told my ex that, did you see what's going on? He said, what? I said, but didn't you notice that he didn't take my order? He said, hey, come on, maybe he has to come back. So I said, but we are sitting together. He was supposed to take my order at the same time he took your order. So what's this piece of S that he just did? So I got angry. I said I was not going to eat again. I'm not interested with whatever food that they have in the restaurant, you see. of course, it's not everywhere you go that you meet this kind of behavior. There are so many wonderful people out there. And these same people, we can still meet them in Africa. There are some people that when you see this European, or because of the belief, or most especially our forefathers, our parents, there are some that are still having this problem of, they are still having, okay, they are still having this problem of, I got you, Asti. They are still having this problem of slave trade in their heart, that when their children or any of their kids get involved. Good evening, my love. You're welcome, Carol. So whenever any of their family gets involved with an European somebody, they don't welcome it. They don't like it. You see, they get so pissed off. So it's because of they also have not accepted that the world of today is different. They are still living in the ancient days, what their forefathers went through, you see. So you see this acceptance behavior is in both ways. It happens in Europe, it happens in Africa. And we have so wonderful people. We have so many Europeans that are living back home in Africa, and they won't even come back. They won't come back to their land. They settle there. I know of a case of a man who was married to my friend, and when he divorced with her, he met the brother of my friend, and he got him another lady in Africa that he got married to, and he was always spending most of his time in my country, so in Africa, I should say. But when this man died, he already told his family that they should bury him in Africa, and he died in Europe, but they took him back to Africa and buried him there because he was already holding a chieftaincy title. So you see, this society acceptance, that was a whole lot of problem. We still have it anyway, but gradually I think it's going. And then we had this problem of communication. We had this problem of communication. There's a different way that we Africans communicate, most especially here in Sweden. Let me give you an example of where I am in Sweden here. Like when a Swedish lady or a Swedish man is even angry, they don't show the aggressive part of them. They will just tell you what you're doing is wrong. It is wrong. Stop it. Stop it. But come on, look at me. When I want to tell my guy that what you are doing is wrong, baby, stop that thing you are doing. I will even hit the table. You are hurting me, you know. And, oh, God, it took me time to learn those things. It took me time, and it was late before I learned it. But now, when I see a whole lot of people going through such mistakes, it really breaks my heart. Because when we find love, we have to meet up 50-50. We have to find this common ground where we can meet up and love each other. You will have to accept my culture. I have to accept your culture. I have to know that we are different beings, and we're going to face some challenges. We will be facing some challenges, but those challenges are the things that make us strong, you know. Those challenges are the things that make us strong. But because I had my own agenda. Number one, I fell in love, yes, because I've met with a lot. I was exposed to meeting European people where I work and where I lived, you see. So I was exposed to them. So meeting my ex doesn't really mean that I was so desperate. But of course, it's in everybody's mind that you want to travel. And then I was in love with him. So I had my agenda, and maybe he had this agenda that, oh, I want to get married. I've never met a black lady. I want to be with a black lady, the most beautiful one that I would see. And when he met me, he was like, there were so many things that he didn't even come out and tell me. I finally realized, and he said, you know what? I didn't want to tell you this because I didn't want to miss you. I didn't want you to say, oh, this and that. He lied about his age even. The age he told me was not the age, but when we were getting married, there was no way he could hide it. I was like, you know, where I come from, age is nothing. Age is nothing. Age can never cause any barrier in a relationship, you know. So why were you hiding? He said, no, where he comes from, age is a big thing. So when he sees the age difference that we had, he just knew that, oh my God, this beautiful girl, then I should say, not a lady now, this beautiful girl will just not accept me. But come on, my ex was a very, very, very handsome and stylish man, despite the fact that he was older than me. You know, he was handsome, and those are one of the the things that I saw in him and got me close to him, and the way he was nice and everything. You see, so we had this problem of communication that. And the linguistic kind of way of expression. If I talk to a black man like that, he can still scream at me. If I was married to a black man, I scream at him, he will scream at me double. And we find the common ground to take it easy. But the white man, he doesn't understand it. He was thinking like, oh God, you are too aggressive. You are being so hysterical, you know? Because we, the black people, we show everything with passion. Everything we do with passion. We eat with passion. We sing with passion. We walk with passion. Everything we do with passion. Of course, the white man does things too with passion. But yeah, they have their way of expressing their passion. You see? So this linguistic kind of thing was a problem too. It was a big problem. Yeah. And we couldn't compromise. It was so difficult for us to compromise, actually. And the family, sorry to say, my late stepmother was a racist. Yeah, she was. But when I met my man and he was telling me that his mother was a racist, I have never met somebody who has had anything to do with me that hates me. So I said maybe she can be racist from distance, but the day she will meet me, she will love me. May her gentle soul rest in peace. So when she met me, I was the first black person she interacted with. She had her own reason why she was hating black, because she had this belief that the blacks that she met, they were so lazy. They were not wanting to work. They were wanting to just live on this social. They were not the kind of struggle, kind of black race that she met. So that made her never even wanted to interact. She just think black people are opportunists. Yeah, that's the word. Sorry for my pronunciation. So that was what she was thinking, you know. But when she met me, I know my mom loves me, but maybe it's a different kind of love that I was experiencing from my mother-in-law. This woman loved me to a point that even her son began to get jealous. She was the one who was helping me every day, calling me and teaching me the language. She will give me every day new words to learn. During Christmas, during my birthday, during Christmas, we usually meet and share things together. We spend the Christmas evening together with good food and everything. And she buys presents for everybody, but she will still come behind and hide an extra present and give to me. That was how much she loved me. She will invite me out. Even her grandchildren became jealous of the kind of relationship I had with her. And I was so close to her, I was calling her mom, and she told me, no, you don't call me mom because I'm not your mom. And every time I see make the mistake, I said, but you have to accept it. She wants me to call her by her name because that's how it's done. I said, no, I can't call you by your name. I'll call you ma. But anyway, I tried to, but she got used to it. Sometimes I call her mom, sometimes I call her by her name, you know. So we got so close. And when this lady died, I mean, before she died, on a sick bed, this kind of thing is very important for the white people, for them to spend their last moment with their family people. I mean, the direct family, blood family. But this woman wanted me to be there. She wanted me to be there. That we had to share the room with my ex. Me and my ex was already even broken before, when she was sick and was spending her last days in the hospital. But we couldn't make her to see that. We couldn't show it to her. And my ex would sleep and I would sleep. I would hold her hand and talk to her exactly like my mom and everything, you know. So she did a whole lot of things for me before she even died. She left some money for me, for my ex, that anytime that I have any problem, my ex will always chip in and help me out. She left some fund for me. And this is something she never told anybody, only my ex that she told, you see. So, I mean, losing her, the kind of connection I had with her, I think I had that kind of connection only with my dad, you see. So sometimes we can mistake stuff and we don't know what we are missing. She was an amazing lady. This was a lady that was known to be a racist. But I mean, look at her, accepting me to be like her daughter and loving me and giving me all this kind of care. So that barrier was just, and she saw how I was struggling. I was struggling with everything, with the language and everything. I speak the language. I mean, it's still, I make it like fun, you know. So, I mean, it was an amazing moment I spent with her. I don't regret it. I don't regret it. And even in my next generation, I want her to be my mother-in-law because she was a great woman. I did a whole lot of stuff with her, and she was telling me that my son, my ex was her only son. My son's girlfriend, they never did this, they never did that. And I mean, she was amazing. I get so emotional to have a lady like that. So you can see that sometimes this family barrier, you can, if you deep down and just let go, you can find some common grounds. Maybe she could have been able to settle me and my ex, but we couldn't bring it to her, lay the problem on the table to her because of her health situation. So we just had to keep hiding and never made her to know that I mean, it was over between us. Yeah, we were holding hands, we were laughing, and until today, that's what we do. We joke and we're like family. So if only we could see and just bring ourselves down to understand that it doesn't matter where you come from. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter where you come from. You can still you can still you can still what am I saying now? I'm just trying to think about. I'm trying to share the link here. You know, I tried to use my computer and my computer didn't go. So that's why I ended up with my phone. Yeah. What do I do now? What do I do? Yeah. I'm trying to look for the link. I am trying to look for the link. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Our speaker is there. She wants me to, let me see the link if I can get it here. Oh. I'm using my phone, so there's a problem here. That's a problem. I tried to use my computer, but it was failing me. I can't get to the link. I'm sorry. Can anybody see the link there and try to share it? Because I thought I shared the link earlier. Yeah. Can anybody see the link? Because we have our speaker that is supposed to connect. Our speaker is supposed to connect. Can anybody see the link so you can share? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, but according to come back to what I was saying, please, if anybody can see the link, because right now I really can't see the link. Okay, Vicky, let me see. Yeah, now, good. Yeah, she's I've accepted her. Good. That's lovely. That's lovely. That's lovely. So anyway, to let me just round up what I was saying before as our guest speaker is connecting. Yeah, so sometimes if we just need to cool down and we'll realize that we are missing a whole lot. Accept, let love just reign. We just need to calm down. And I mean, well, if we calm down and understand what we went for, what we got into, we'll realize that there's no barrier, there's no cultural difference, because I know of people who have been in marriage, in interracial marriages, but because they were wise enough, they are able to make it 30 years, 40 years. Hi, dear. You're welcome, Nikki.
Hi.
You're looking so
Hi.
gorgeous, beautiful. Good to have
Thank you.
you. Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome to Bold and Beautiful Worldwide Talk Show. So I was just
Thank you.
trying to talk about interracial challenges, the challenges we face on interracial marriages. So since Bold and Beautiful is about our experiences, so I was just trying to share in my own experience that I went through, the challenges that I went through when I was married to this great guy. And before I knew it, or before I knew it, we almost cut each other into pieces. Sorry. But then love still reigns between us. So yeah, if we can just understand that uh, we are different and we have this tolerance, if we have this tolerance and know that despite the fact that we are different, we come from different races, but we can still meet in a common ground. We can, and if we have this respect for each other, that's the number one thing, respect. We'll be able to communicate anything we'll be able to communicate, and we'll have a lucky marriage. So sometimes we just need to cool down and see what's going on. So let's go to our speaker for today. Nicky Verd is her name. She is a strong lady, beautiful, as you can see. I don't want to say much about her. Let me give her the mic to tell us who she is.
Oh,
Nicky, you
wow.
are welcome to Bold and Beautiful Talk Show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I wasn't sure if my audio is clear. Yeah, I was struggling to join just a while ago and I got a bit nervous.
Oh, yeah, that's what a whole lot of people they go through trying to join the link, but it went
Yeah,
past for you. Anyway, you're welcome.
thank you. As you have said, my name is Nicky Bird and I'm based in Johannesburg, South Africa. Even though I'm from Cameroon, but I live here in South Africa, and I am the author of the book titled Disrupt Yourself or Be Disrupted. I'm actually wearing the t-shirt for my book right now. So
Yeah.
that's the title, Disrupt Yourself or Be Disrupted. And I'm looking forward to having a conversation with you about life, about writing, about whatever you're comfortable to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I'm so much interested about the topic of that. Disrupt yourself and be disrupted. Yeah, I mean it's fantastic. I just love the words. When I saw it, I was like, this lady must be a strong lady. And despite the fact that I went through and tried to capture some ideas about it, but I want the author to tell us more about it. So, um, writing this book, Disrupt Yourself or Be Disrupted, what really inspired you to write it?
Um, wow, that's an interesting question. The book is geared towards how technology is changing the world and how technology is changing the world of work at large, not just changing our lives, but changing how work is done, changing even how relationships are done, changing technology is touching everything. So my inspiration came from the fact that I got retrenched. I got laid off from the work I was doing back a couple of years ago.
Mm.
And my curiosity led me to asking the question of what is driving retrenchment? Why are so many people losing their jobs? How do organizations keep thriving and doing well when they retrench so many people? That
Mm.
was really the curiosity. And I threw myself on the internet, so to say, in an effort to understand what was driving retrenchment. And so for the first time, I
Mm.
came across concepts, like artificial intelligence, robotics, automation, and things like that, processes that are being automated or technology that is replacing people at work. So I became very fascinated by that. And my research just led me, one thing led to another, and I eventually wrote a book titled Disrupt Yourself or Be Disrupted, because I thought of myself, I was minding my business and life disrupted me, so to say. I was like, if you are not paying attention to how the world is changing, if you're not paying attention to your environment, to how things are changing around you, you are going to be disrupted, whether you like it or not. So
That's a
that was
great
really my
one. Yeah,
inspiration.
that's a good one. Yeah. Oh my God. I love it. I love that word. I love it. I will use it so many times. And as I told you, I'm gonna order your book, and I
Thank
will
you.
read. I'm so much interested in powerful, you know, books like that. I know it's gonna inspire me
Thanks.
more. Yeah, and it's gonna make me even stronger for what my future will be.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So writing this book, what are the challenges you had?
Oh my God, there are so many challenges. Sometimes some people discover their purpose. Sometimes your purpose falls on your lap. And in my case, it was the latter. My
Mm.
purpose fell on my lap. So I wasn't actually prepared for to writing a book. I didn't sit up one morning and said, oh, you know what, I think I'm going to be an author. I think I'm going to write a book one day. No, that was not how it happened for me. So
Mm.
it literally happened by default. So there were so many challenges. One, I didn't know what I was doing. I
Yeah.
didn't even know I was writing a book to begin with. I thought I was
Yeah.
just being curious and trying to understand the world and life, trying to understand technology. So it
Mm.
was more like a walk in the dark for me. So that was one of the big challenges. Secondly, navigating the world of technology, considering that I don't have any background in tech. So this
Mm.
was something that came out of curiosity. And now I'm finding myself in the tech space, trying to understand concepts about technology that I didn't understand prior to that, trying to understand, okay, what does this really mean? What does artificial intelligence entail? What does automation do? What are these new technologies? What exactly are they and how are they impacting us? So those are challenging. Me learning this in the process, and so in at the same time trying to blow the trumpet to other people, like sound a warning, like, hey, technology is changing our world. You need to wake up. So I'm
Yeah.
learning on one hand and I'm trying to pass the message to other people on the other hand. So that was very challenging and exciting at the same time. So yeah, that was literally my challenge. Let me adjust my camera.
Yeah. It's all right. And you overcome those challenges in do you have any kind of um is it techniques I should say how you used to come overcome those challenges, like you meeting
Uh, it
challenges,
was.
what were the power, the push, how did you
Mhm.
overcome them, those challenges?
I guess it's sometimes you just need to have faith that, hey, I think I'm gonna get through this. There wasn't really a particular strategy put in place. It was
Yeah.
more like searching for stuff in the dark, but at some point the dots
Mm.
connected, right? So it's when everything seems against you, you just have that hope that it's going to turn out okay, it's going to turn out all right. That was literally what happened for me, and eventually the dots connected. I In terms of how to even publish the book, I didn't know how it was going to happen. There was a lot of struggle around that, but eventually the dots connected as well. So from not knowing anything about technology to writing about technology to not even having the means to publish the book and eventually doing that. So it was more of a faith journey, faith-based journey, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
She is bold and beautiful. This this is the reason why she's here. She's bold and beautiful, the resilient kind. That is what bold and
Yeah.
beautiful is all about. So, the next question is, what's the best part of you being an author?
Oh, that's an interesting one. For me, there are people that are surprised today that I wrote a book, right? People who went to school together, people who grew up together. And I always tell them that, hey, I'm more surprised than all of you that I wrote a book because I still pinch myself like, did you really do this? And I realized, oh yeah, I did this. But the most important part for me, or the best part for me, is not that I wrote a book. It is the person I became in the process of writing that book,
Hmm.
because I learned so much, I changed so much, I evolved so much in the in the process of writing the book. So the person that started the journey of writing the book and the person that eventually published the book are two different people. So the book transformed my own life first,
Hmm.
before anybody out there who has read the book and actually attest that the book has impacted them. I am the first person to say this book changed my life. It changed my perspective in the world. It changed the way I see life. It changed the way I interact with people. It opened for me this global mindset that I now have, which was something I did not have before. So the best part of writing the book for me, if I can answer your question, is the person I became in the process of writing that book.
Of course. And I believe everybody reading the book, it's I mean, you must capture something out of it. Yeah. So please don't forget. I'm at the same time making a publicity because I'm gonna read the book. Don't forget to get the book. Disrupt
Thank
yourself
you.
or be disrupted.
It's right here, right on my t-shirt.
Yeah, it's there. And try to get the book for yourself because you're going to learn a whole lot about it. I can feel it already.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, at what point as a writer, at what point can somebody see can somebody see he or herself like a writer? At what point?
I think life happens to all of us, right?
Yeah.
And there is something that Miles Monroe, the late Miles Monroe, if you know him, he said something. Everyone has a book in them. You
Hmm.
can decide to give your own to the world, or you can decide to take it to your grave,
Yeah.
because everyone has a story to tell. So
Hmm.
I wasn't sure I could write a book. I didn't think I had it in me.
Hmm.
So there is no specific point in time where you feel like you can write a book. The question is, do you want to tell your story? Do you want people to know your story? What is the purpose of you wanting to tell your story? What are the things you've learned in life? Is it life in general? Is it at work? Is it from your community? Is it from your school? I mean, is it from your family? What exactly, what are the lessons you've learned as you are interacting with the world that you want to share with someone out there? At that point, you might decide to write a book, or you might decide to start a show like you're doing, but we all have something to give to the world, right? It can
Yeah.
be in terms of a book, it can be in terms of audio, video, whatever form, but there is something that each and every one of us has that we can give to the world.
Wow. So if I should ask, what's the difference between a writer and an author? Is there any
I guess it's
difference?
the same. It's pretty much the same. I refer to myself as a writer. I don't even refer to myself as an author, right? When someone says, what do you do? As I would just respond like, I'm a writer. I think an author is more of a title like you have actually published. That's
Yeah.
just the main difference. Many
Okay.
people write, but their writing is based on the, or you can say on the internet, which never really gets to be put together and published, but it's you're still a writer, right? So they're both the same, but the main differentiator is that an author actually has some published work that has been recognized, or yeah, published work that's been recognized, something along those lines. Yeah.
And I know uh, before you publish a book, there's always I mean, it's like there must be a critic. And these critics are the kind of things that help you to adjust whatever
Okay.
thing you're doing. So how do you handle such reviews? Critics review. How do you handle them?
If you have a mindset for growth, if you are someone who wants to evolve and constantly improve on yourself, I actually appreciate the opportunity when someone criticizes my work. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's an opportunity for growth because I cannot see all the mistakes. I don't know everything. So when the critics come in, for me, they are my stepping stone. They are people that help me see the blind spots that I cannot see, blind spot that I missed, blind spot that my publisher missed, blind spot that everyone around me missed. A critic will point it out. Even though there are some people that just criticize for the sake of criticizing, but
Yeah.
there are those that actually have something of value to say.
Yeah.
Their tone may be harsh, they might not be the best, they might not phrase it the best way, but if you have the mindset of growth and learning and evolving, you would focus on what they're saying, not necessarily on how the message was delivered and things like that. But you always look, is there some truth in what this person is saying? If there is some truth in it, then you pick it and you fix it in yourself. If there is no truth in it, you ignore and you move on. Because before writing a book, I used to get very personal with things that people say online. I get very defensive. I start fighting with people online. But as I wrote the book, I had to develop a thick skin. I'm like, you know what? There are some people that would just criticize for the sake of criticizing. I would just say, thank you for sharing your opinion. And I move on. I don't even get into any banter with such people.
Yeah, of course. Or every opinion counts, and it all depends the way you
Yeah,
handle it. Yeah. So
absolutely.
what advice would you give to somebody who is working or is in the process of writing a book for the first time?
I guess the advice would be continue writing, trust
Yeah.
yourself, trust your intuition, trust that someone out there needs your message. Might not be the whole world, but there's a specific audience or a person out there that will be impacted by what you have to give to the world. So trust yourself and trust that there's someone out there for that will appreciate your work. It's not
Yeah.
always easy because self-doubt will set in. You will start wondering, can I really do this? Will someone even pay attention? Who will even listen to me? Who will even read my book? Those thoughts are always there. But if you believe in yourself and not, you will try to overcome those thoughts and you keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So what are the elements of that you need in writing a book?
I guess the elements are a message. You need to define your message. What exactly is the book about? What message, what core message do you want to pass, to someone out there? You can just focus on one individual, that one person. What is the message you want them to take home? And then you can channel it from there. Those are like the main core elements. What is your message really? And what do you want someone to take home at the end of the day?
Okay, following your interview, you said something like in the beginning you had a problem with like using the social media and everything. Would you say you are a prof now using the social media and all?
Not really. Not really, not really. There's always room for improvement. With technology, it can mess you up at any time, even if you are the best of it. I've done so many things online. Actually, my work is all based online, but I still struggle with so many things when it comes to the online presence and the technology and gadgets and things like that. So there's no one who knows it all. Technology can miss the best of us. Yeah, so I'm not a pro. I'm definitely not a pro.
Yeah, like I'm fighting with my internet and everything all the time. Yeah, you can never be a pro, but there are people who are
No.
good with that. So, like
Yeah.
when you're writing a book, and what do you need in your space? Like, how do you want the environment to be to make you get focused? Can you just sit
Oh
anywhere
my God.
like this and be writing, or do you
Not
want
really for me. Not really. I need a lot of peace, silence,
Yeah.
remove myself from noise to be able
Mm.
to focus and really write. So I think it differs from person to person. Maybe some people can write in a noisy environment or where there are a lot of people, they can write and talk and have a conversation and continue writing. For me, I need
Yeah.
to completely zone out, and have my time without any distractions whatsoever to be able to write something meaningful.
Okay. I think I'm too much, but sorry. I love asking questions. Yeah, I like
love
to
answering them.
I like to take opportunities when I have them. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm very humble just having you, Nikki, right here on my show. I mean, it's a big privilege for me to have you here. I just want you to know that. I want you to
Thank
know.
you.
Yeah. So if you were to spend a, a day with a popular author, who would that be?
Oh my God. It will probably be Jordan Peterson. I love him.
Good.
Yes, he would be the one.
You
I
ever
love the
traveled
way he writes.
for your book? Like
Come
when
again?
you write, did you ever travel, like making research or
No, I didn't travel to make research per se. The internet is
you
it's a
ever
global platform on itself, so I don't need to really travel. I travel on the internet, but when the book came out, I traveled to speak about a book, not necessarily to do research, but to speak around topics of my book. So yeah, that's where the traveling came in.
So tell us how you celebrated the finishing of the book.
Oh my God, it was very exciting. I remember the first day I had the hard copy in my hands. I was screaming and jumping. I was like, really? It feels like when you have a baby, right? I was like holding your baby for the first time. It's
Yeah.
the equivalent of that type of joy. If you're a mom, you know what I mean. Yeah. So yeah, my book gave me that feeling like this is my baby. I created this. I made this.
Now, how the baby is growing. That's the
Uh-huh.
other anxiety that kicks in. How now we've been
Absolutely.
pregnant for this baby. I've given birth to this baby, and now this baby is here. Now my main
Mhm.
focus is how will the baby grow? You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's
Those
amazing.
challenges
There's
were
a whole
there.
lot of
Those
them.
thoughts were
There's,
there.
there's always something to do. Always
Exactly.
something to do. Mm.
Yes.
So, there's a particular something that I saw on your page that really got me, dragged me a whole lot, and I would want you
Okay.
to talk about what you meant by that. It says, um, mm, I wanted to know what you meant by many are many are many are sleepwalking over life. Is that it?
Many are sleepwalking through life, so I write to create an awakening.
Okay, that's what you
Yeah.
meant by that. And there
Yeah,
was
I'm refreshing what you're trying to read, unless it's something else. So what is
yeah,
on my page and the intro is that many are sleepwalking through life. I
true life.
write to create an awakening. Yeah.
Okay,
Sleepwalking through life is more like people who just go through life without asking questions. They are not curious. They don't even
yeah,
understand themselves, not to talk of understanding the environment in which they live in, or not to talk of understanding the people they interact with. They are
yeah,
just on autopilot. It's like
yeah,
someone can leave in the morning, drive to work, and if you ask them, how did you get here? They're like, they can't really remember. They don't even understand how they go to work. So they are there, but they're absent. So those are
yeah.
people sleepwalking through life.
True life. And
Yeah,
some, yeah, they don't even know what their goals are, or what, like, there are some
exactly.
people you can ask them in the next 5 years, what do you want to do, or where would you want to be?
Absolutely.
And they really have nothing that they focused on. So it's like sleepwalking in true life. Fine.
Absolutely. Yeah. They are not aware of themselves. They are not aware of the people around them. They are not aware of the environment in which they're living in. They are not aware of anything. They just go through life.
Yeah. And there's this other one that I saw. I mean, that was also fascinating to me. I was like, oh my God, I would like to spend more time with this lady. It was like
Okay.
you wrote, I want to follow my dreams. I want to follow my dreams, but I don't have the money or the finance to help me follow my dreams.
Okay. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it's like, I have a dream. I want to, I have a dream, or I want to follow my dream, but
Yeah.
I don't have the money to help me follow my dreams.
Is it like someone asked me a question, or I was asking someone a question?
You wrote it. You just wrote it. You said, there, like some people write, like, I want to follow my dreams, but I don't have the money to follow my dreams. So if I understand it when I read it, it's like
Yeah.
maybe you just copied it from somebody and put it there. But I loved it. I was fascinated by it in the sense that I think it's a kind of encouragement in, like,
Yeah.
people can just sit and be saying that I have this dream, I have this dream, without taking action. Because
Oh, yeah.
instead of you sitting there and waiting for maybe millions or everything that you need to take you to your dream, you can always start from somewhere. So you don't need to wait for
Yeah.
anything for you to go
Yeah.
to your, yeah. So
Absolutely. It
I was so
sounds like
fascinated by that.
something, I actually have something in my book in regards to that, but it's not a question per se.
Yeah,
It's more about the dreams that you have. Are
yeah,
you are you um, sponsoring your dreams, or are you sponsoring your lifestyle?
mm,
Because there are people that have dreams. There's a
mm,
chapter in my book that talks about this. There are people with dreams, but on a daily basis, they sponsor their lifestyle, but they don't sponsor their dreams. After
yeah.
sponsoring their lifestyle, then they write this business
I did.
later, whatever, and they're looking for someone to sponsor their dreams.
Yeah,
Sponsoring the lifestyle, what I explain in the book is that they have the latest car, they have all of the branded clothes, the
yeah,
Gucci or Louis Vuitton and all of that. They
yeah,
have all this fancy stuff. They're sponsoring their lifestyle, but
yeah.
their dreams are decaying, and then they're looking for someone to sponsor their dreams,
I'm
right?
sorry.
So, yes, so I do have a chapter in my book that talks about you taking your dreams and yourself seriously.
Mm,
So what you saw might have been in relation to that. Maybe you didn't phrase it well, but I
yeah,
do touch on something like that in my book, and encouraging people, sponsor yourself, sponsor your dreams, not necessarily your lifestyle. When you sponsor your dreams and you get to a certain level, you can be able to sponsor your lifestyle, right? Don't put the lifestyle in front of the dream. Don't chase shiny things instead of chasing your dreams. So,
yeah.
yeah.
That's, wow. So, is there anything that you could have wanted me to ask you that I haven't asked?
Not really. I think you've asked all the questions that could be asked to an author.
Okay. So, tell us about South Africa. How are you enjoying it? How is life over there?
Oh my God. The past week has been rough here in
Yeah.
South Africa with electricity crisis. I didn't
Mm,
even know I'll be able to come live on today. I
yeah.
remember telling you we didn't have electricity for the past 2 days. It only came late afternoon today. So that is some of the challenges that we are having
Yeah,
here
I put in my
in South
prayer,
Africa.
and I put the
It's
electricity
really
in.
bad.
I put the
It could
electricity
go
in.
off any moment as you're speaking like this. It could boom and it's gone. You see me
It
sitting in
won't
the
go
dark.
until
So
I'm done. It
that's
won't
some
go
of the
until I'm
challenges.
done.
That's some of the challenges. But it's a beautiful country. I love it here. So it has its challenges, like every country has challenges. There's no perfect country. There's no
Yeah,
perfect environment. We just need to work on our mindset wherever we are to, you know, rather focus on changing you than focusing on changing a particular country or a particular environment. You are the key to your own happiness and to your own breakthrough and to everything. With God, all things are possible. So South Africa is
yeah,
good.
okay, yeah. So if you want to go to South Africa, I don't need to bring out everything. Just go there and see what's happening there. And then I
Yeah.
think I've exhausted this lady. You see, I've exhausted her a whole lot, bringing out everything, and almost like her putting out the book over there for us to read. But that is not the purpose. The purpose is for you guys to go get the book and read, disrupt your, let's say it again, disrupt yourself or be disrupted.
I'll be disrupted. Yes.
Or be disrupted. That's it. So it's by Nicky. Go and get the book. You can see her name there, you go get the book and read it and see how it will change your life, because I'm going to do that. I want to grow in what I'm doing. And when I see people like her,
Thank you.
that inspires me, I want to go. I started writing a book sometimes ago. How many years ago? I just put it somewhere. I didn't even know where to start because I lost focus, you know. So you need to see somebody and all you were saying about, you were just pointing finger at me, and I was like, okay. So when I see somebody who's done this, I mean, I get so fascinated, and
Wow.
I mean, I feel so happy for you doing that. I congratulate you a lot, and I hope there's so a whole lot more of books like that are coming out soon from you.
I hope to. Yes. Yeah. We hope so too.
Thank you very much for coming. And what do you think about Bold and Beautiful Worldwide?
I think it's a great show. I think it's a great show. I think you're doing great. Thank you for bringing me on board.
Sometimes we'll just talk, and sometimes we'll bring in some great people like you who will come, amazing people who will come and teach us some things. And at least by now, all those who are connected here, at least you have had some little tips, and that's the purpose. She's sharing her experiences with you guys so that you can use it. If we might have some, like, how many writers in the room now? You've learned some little tips, you put that together and start something with yourself. So is there anybody who has any question for her? Is there anybody who has any question for this great lady? Because just for me putting her here, I'm exhausting at time, really. I promised her that she was going to be 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's taking a whole lot of time. So if there's anybody who wants to ask her anything, please ask her. You have just 1 minute before she goes up. Just 1 minute. If you have anything to ask, just ask her. Okay. I think everybody's satisfied. Do we say so? Or should we wait after 1 minute?
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, I think everybody's satisfied. So, Nikki, I wouldn't want to take much of your time. You're such an amazing writer, author, and I so much appreciate you for coming. And I hope one day when this show will grow, I will still want to have you back in a mature way. Now I'm still a baby in the show. And my purpose of doing this is that I planned, like every year, to have a jubilee where I will have to invite great people like you to come out face to face and talk, inspire people more. And we have to do some nominations and gifts and everything. So I just pray, and I will push myself, I will kick my eggs so that I cannot be disrupted. For me to follow I will have to do that. And I will read your book and get some tips from it. So thank you very much. Okay, there's somebody asking something here. I have been reading this book, guys. You will find, you will find or learn something that will help you. This book has become my,
wow. Thank you so much, Rusty. Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts.
And thank you so much for coming to Bold and Beautiful Worldwide Talk Show.
Thank you so much, Sabrina. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye. So that's our great speaker. That's our guest speaker for today. Isn't she amazing? Isn't she wonderful? She is. Just get this book. I mean, get it. I've just read a little about it on the internet, and to tell you the truth, I want to be one of those people who read this book and get something out of it. So you guys should do the same. Get this book and inspire yourself to your to the next level of your life. So don't joke about it. You heard what she said. You don't have to wait for success to meet you. You don't have to sleep on your dreams. You don't have to follow fashion. You don't have to follow whatever things that you want at a particular time. Follow your dream. Go after your dream, because that is what makes you, that's what describes you. That is who you are. Putting yourself out there. Every dream you have, you don't have to be afraid. It doesn't matter what it is. Like this show that I'm doing right now, I wouldn't tell you that I'm that fantastic or great speaker right now, but of course I'm learning. You see, I'm learning every day, and gradually I grow. That is why I invite you all. Everybody is invited on the show. You can talk, you can call, and we talk. You bring up a topic, we talk about it. So that's just the reason, because I want to learn. I want to grow. I want my dreams to grow. And with you guys, you're helping me to see my dream through, or my dream to come true. So let's say today, we call it a day, but today we've had such a wonderful time with Nicky Bird. So, and we meet again next week, Saturday, with one wonderful, amazing speaker that is coming up. And next Saturday will be the last show of the year. So we'll be connecting back again with some great, amazing speakers, second week of January. Yeah, 2023. But for now, we still have one more show to go, which is going to be on the 17th, next Saturday. And after that, we have our Christmas break, and we'll have some amazing, amazing, amazing gifts that will be giving out to all of you that has been there participating, sharing your time and your data wherever you are. We'll have some amazing gifts for you guys. So next Saturday is the last show, but I will still be with you guys and be posting stuff about Bold and Beautiful. So stay tuned and have a wonderful Saturday, and love you all. This is Bold and Beautiful.